Hello everyone, welcome back. I bet you're saying to yourself, man, he's showing that wax canvas roll kit again. Well, yeah, sorta, kinda. It started out probably a little under a year ago when I was carrying my Flint Steel and realized that it rattles around. Makes a lot of noise. So I decided to make a wax canvas roll to have my Flint and Steel in. And I wanted something I could just fit in my pocket. So I came up with this one. I'll put a link in the description of how I made this. And this has a piece of English flint in it. Has my hand forged Viking fire steel. And it has a little Altoids tin full of chalk cloth. And this whole kit works great. But, and there's a but, it ended up being a little bulky. So I said, wow, let me make something that's a little bit smaller. Because if you've been watching my videos for any length of time, you know I like miniaturizing things. So I came up with this one. Size comparison, way smaller. Way smaller. As a matter of fact, this is just a little smaller than an Altoids tin. And I have the same thing, a nice antler button, leather strap. But when you open this one up, size different. I have another little Viking fire steel that I forged. Come on out of there. Hello. A smaller tin and a smaller piece of flint. There's about 20 pieces of char in there. Now, the reason for making this video, let me close this one up. I previously made another Flint Striker. You might have saw that video. It was basically a Flint Striker that I didn't forge, but used a forge to make, to normalize the metal, piece of file, and to heat treat it. And I said, you know what? That deserves to have its own rolled wax canvas pouch. So I got 3 of these. I kind of like even numbers. So this one is going to go to one lucky person. Now, I'm not the world's greatest tailor, I guess you would call it. And my lines are not always straight, and I end up with a little bulging of the rope, the thread and everything, but it come out pretty good. So in here, I have the Flint Striker that I made. Have a nice little tin of chalk cloth. And I'm going to include 3 pieces of chert. Now these 2 pieces here, these are Florida chert, and this one's from the Ohio River Valley. Now what I noticed is with chert, you can see this, well, you might be able to see it, but I could feel it. It's not very smooth, okay? It's hard, but not smooth. Now if you look at this, it's almost glass-like. And the same thing with this piece. Very shiny, very smooth. These pieces throw the best sparks. And again, you don't need a giant chunk of chert. Okay, all you need is a nice sharp piece. Let me show you this bad boy in action again. I know you just saw it, but... So I got some char here. Let's grab a couple little pieces. Sometimes I like to just pull the end off a little bit. It exposes the fibers. Now look at this piece, how thin it is, okay? But it's tough. And what you want to do is you find the best edge, and I'll tell you, this is sharp. You can almost cut your finger on this. Get this lined up, and you want to have it at a 45-degree angle, because what you're doing is you're shaving off a piece of metal, okay? You don't have to go crazy. You're not trying to break the piece of chert or a piece of flint. Okay, and you really don't have to whack it like, you know, you're hammering a nail. you want a deliberate, precise strike, okay, at this angle. And when you practice this, you should be able to light your char in, 1 or 2 strikes, especially if it's really good chert and it's sharp, okay? So we got it on there. We take our striker and we're going to come down and hit it, and you want to keep the pressure on the stone. And what you're going to see when you do it right, it's almost like when you're doing a ferro rod and you see those little balls of fire come off the end and dance around. I don't think it shows up too good on camera, but when you do it in real life, you actually see those little balls of sparks burning, okay? And they come up over. So we got our char cloth, we got our striker, and that's all it takes. Now that hit in 3 places. So there you go. We have our rolled canvas Flint Steel kit that one lucky person's going to get, and all you have to do is be one of my subscribers. You have to like the video and leave me a comment that you want it, okay? You don't have to do a VR. You don't have to do a shout out, although if you do those things I would appreciate it. But just be a subscriber, hit the like button, and leave me a comment. And I'll let this run for a while. I know some of the other ones I let them go, for a pretty short amount of time. And I guess that's good if you're waiting for the drawing, but I want to make sure everybody that really wants it can get in and get it. So hopefully you'd like this. And again, I always appreciate your views and I appreciate your comments. And I hope you're having a great day. And if you're in it to win it, good luck to you all. See you in the next one.